Welcome to On the Edge with JP Devine from Central Maine Sunday. On the Edge with JP Devine audio is made possible by our subscribers like you. Thank you for listening and supporting local journalism in Central Maine. Now here's JP Devine.
The phone is ringing. I sit here today with Miss Kramer, the famous golden cockatiel fiddling with copious notes for future columns and film reviews. I'm 92 this month and busier and thinner than I was in Hollywood. Oh, youngest daughter's on the phone. Those girls feel guilty about leaving me alone without my beloved, their mother in the wild spaces of Waterville, Maine, where I've lived and written for 40 years. Alone? I'm not alone. I have two young lady friends who have adopted this old man, who come and take my trash down the driveway, check my basement for rainwater, and set my mouse traps for me. I have a brilliant lawyer, a friend of 40 years here who has coffee with once a week and is leading me through the legal forest of keeping me and my daughters safe. His wife is making wonderful pea soup for me as we speak. Oh, yes. Yeah, the newspaper articles. Yesterday, the youngest of my daughters emailed me that this article from a guest column by Judith Graham in the Washington Post, that will be more like the New York and Los Angeles Times. Yes, they plan to quiz me on them weekly. Journalist Judith Graham writes how older men's connections often wither when they're on their own. Is that me? I am clearly on my own. As regular readers, you know the details. Well, I have managed to have taken the off-ramp from wither and parked my life in your daily paper. But this article comes along when I face another Sunday blank space, so I grab it. Judith writes that men should invest in their social fitness in addition to their physical fitness to broaden their connections, so an expert says. Now, of the old men, she writes, none are as old as I am. They all look at least 10 years older than I do. And I hasten to add, they are all, well, retired. Not good. Retirement is fraught with danger. Miss Graham speaks of 66-year-old Southern Carolina physician Paul Rousseau, who decided to retire, as two of my doctors have. It was a difficult and emotional transition, like falling out of a tree. I didn't know what I was going to do, where I was going to go, he said. I agree, it's a rocky, lonely drift down the troubled waters. I am happy to acknowledge that I know what I'm going to do and where I'm going to go. Luckily, I have a job every week to provide material to my employer. Now, this Paul was 66 when he retired. I was an actor before I came to write. Actors on the way past 60. I give you Clint Eastwood at 94, Mel Brooks, 97, Carol Burnett, 91, William Shatner, 93, Eva Marie Saint, 99, Rita Moreno, 92, and Robert Wagner at 94. all working in their 90s. I have neighbor friends younger than I who recently have lost their mates. And yes, going from being two to being one is jarring and leaves scars. Well, I have Miss Kramer to feed and shopping to do for supper. The sheets need changing. It will require walking and lifting to do, and my 92-year-old legs are ready to go. The iPhone is ringing. Excuse me.
Thanks for listening to On the Edge with JP Devine. On the Edge with JP Devine audio is made possible by our subscribers like you. Thank you for supporting local journalism in Central Maine.